The bright lights of the studio cast a warm glow over the stage as the cameras rolled. The audience was abuzz with anticipation. Tonight's guest on the Jimmy Carter Show was none other than Barron Trump, a young man who had spent most of his life in the limelight but had remained largely silent. That was about to change. Jimmy Carter, the legendary host, leaned forward with a charming smile. His years of experience in broadcasting had taught him to read people, and he could tell that Barron had something important to say. Barron, I think the question on everyone's mind tonight is this. Are you planning to follow in your father's footsteps? Or are you carving out your own path? Barron sat poised, his demeanor calm but thoughtful. He took a deep breath before answering, his voice steady but reflective. I am not like my father, he said simply. The studio went silent for a moment. Even Jimmy, known for his quick wit, seemed momentarily taken aback. He tilted his head slightly, intrigued. That's quite a statement, he said gently. Can you elaborate on that? What exactly do you see for your future? Barron nodded, collecting his thoughts. People assume that because I come from a political and business-oriented family, I'll naturally follow the same path. But the truth is I have different aspirations. I want to make my own mark on the world, and it may not be in the way people expect. Jimmy leaned back in his chair, crossing one leg over the other. So are we talking about business, politics, something completely unexpected? Barron hesitated for a moment, choosing his words carefully. I wouldn't say I'm highly ambitious in the traditional sense. My goal isn't power or wealth. What I truly want is to be someone who encourages others, someone who respects people from all walks of life, and someone who sees the world with an open mind. He paused, his expression softening. I want to contribute to something meaningful. I've always been passionate about technology and artificial intelligence. I've been studying it extensively. My dream is to create something revolutionary in that field, something that benefits people globally. A wave of murmurs rippled through the audience. This was indeed unexpected. You're telling me that instead of politics or real estate, you want to focus on AI and technology? Jimmy clarified, his voice filled with curiosity. Yes, Barron confirmed with a nod. I've seen how AI is shaping the future, and I want to be part of that transformation. But more importantly, I want to make sure that technology is used ethically. The world is changing rapidly, and I believe that technology, if guided with the right principles, can solve some of the biggest challenges humanity faces today. Jimmy's eyes twinkled with admiration. That's fascinating, and honestly refreshing. So many young people in your position might feel pressured to fit into a certain mold. Do you feel any pressure to follow the Trump legacy? Barron exhaled, offering a small, understanding smile. Of course, I think anyone in my position would. But at the end of the day, I know that my father, despite his strong personality, respects ambition. He wants his children to succeed even if their paths differ from his. I respect him and everything he has built, but I want to take a different approach. I want to be a person who builds bridges, who fosters global cooperation rather than division. The world is interconnected, and we need to approach it with understanding and care. Jimmy nodded, clearly impressed. He took a moment, then leaned in slightly, lowering his voice as if sharing a secret with Barron. I imagine he was surprised when you told him about your interests. Barron chuckled, shaking his head. Yes, he was. But he's always encouraged me to be strong and independent. He knows I have my own mind. He may not always agree with my views, but he respects that I think for myself. And that's something I appreciate. The audience sat in rapt attention. Barron Trump wasn't just defying expectations. He was offering a vision of leadership rooted in kindness, responsibility, and forward-thinking innovation. Jimmy turned to the audience. There you have it, folks. Barron Trump, the future tech innovator, and a young man with a heart for humanity. Who would have thought? The audience applauded warmly, not just for the unexpected career path, but for the sincerity in his words. Jimmy turned back to Barron, his expression warm. One last question before we wrap up. If you could send a message to the world about your journey, what would it be? Barron thought for a moment before responding, his voice carrying a quiet conviction. Never let expectations define you. Find your own passion and follow it, no matter where you come from or what people assume about you. And most importantly, always choose to be kind. In the end, our legacy isn't about power or titles. It's about how we treat others and the impact we leave on the world. The crowd erupted into cheers. Barron Trump had spoken, and the world was listening. This interview gave a rare glimpse into the mind of a young man who has grown up under an intense spotlight. While many expected him to embrace politics or business, Barron Trump has made it clear that his destiny lies in a different direction, one driven by innovation, ethical responsibility, and a deep care for humanity. His unexpected career move challenges the idea that legacy must dictate one's future. Instead, he has chosen to pursue his own dreams, proving that personal ambition and identity can transcend familial expectations. This interview gave a rare glimpse into the mind of a young man who has grown up under an intense spotlight. While many expected him to embrace politics or business, Barron Trump has made it clear that his destiny lies in a different direction, one driven by innovation, ethical responsibility, and a deep care for humanity. Rather than merely pursuing success for personal gain, he envisions a world where technology and progress serve to uplift others, bridge societal gaps, and create meaningful change. His unexpected career move challenges the conventional idea that legacy must dictate one's future. Instead, Barron has chosen to define success on his own terms, proving that personal ambition and identity can transcend familial expectations. His vision reflects a refreshing perspective, one that prioritizes responsibility over power, purpose over prestige, and innovation over tradition. His willingness to embrace a path rooted in curiosity and compassion speaks volumes about the type of leader he aspires to be. More than anything, Barron's words and aspirations remind us that we are not bound by the reputations of those who came before us. We have the ability to choose our own journeys, shape our own destinies, and make a difference in ways that align with our values. His story is a testament to the power of forging one's own path with integrity, courage, and a desire to contribute positively to the world. As Barron Trump steps into his future, his focus on technology, ethics, and human well-being might just redefine what it means to be a leader in the modern age. This story reminds us that personal ambition is a powerful force. It echoes the experiences of many children of famous figures who struggled to define their own identity beyond their family name. From the sons and daughters of presidents to business magnates, history is filled with individuals who have forged their own paths rather than walking in their predecessors' footsteps. While Barron's choice is inspiring, it sparks a broader debate. Does stepping away from political or business dynasties signal progress? Or does it risk losing valuable leadership experience that could be used to guide society? Some might argue that those born into influential families have a unique opportunity to create large-scale impact in traditional leadership roles. Others would say that progress comes from breaking free of expectation and embracing new industries that drive real change. Which is more important, carrying forward a legacy or breaking away to forge something entirely new? Can technology and ethics replace traditional power structures? Or do we still need strong leaders in politics and business? Barron Trump's story invites us to reflect on these questions and consider what the future of leadership truly looks like in a world that is rapidly evolving. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It helps us reach more people and share more inspiring content. Your comments are incredibly valuable, and who knows, your words might just inspire someone else today. Let's keep spreading kindness together.